Hey guys, I'm back with another fresh new video this week. I'm Romeo from marketingincrypto.com and you are watching Crypto Rundowns. As always, we'll cover 3 hot topics in crypto this week and give you my takes on them. First topic we're going to talk about today is Coinbase crypto futures. They have been approved by the NFA, so let's see what happens with them. At number 2, we have got Telegram crypto bots. As you know, there is a lot of noise around that. So let's unpack that and what we can expect in the coming weeks and months. At number 3, we're going to talk about El Salvadorian bonds. Now that's an interesting topic. So I suggest you stick till the very last of the video. So let's start with Coinbase's crypto futures. Now after months and months of fighting with the SEC, with the Wales notice and with the accusations of listing unregistered securities, Coinbase has finally won something and it's happy news for them. So what finally happened is NFA has approved Coinbase's application for crypto futures. That means from now on they can list Ethereum, Bitcoin and maybe other cryptocurrency futures on their platform. So what does that mean? That means instead of just listing cryptocurrencies that you can buy and sell, now you can also do some derivative stuff. Now obviously Coinbase doesn't have a comprehensive derivative solution like Binance offers, but what you can do for now is buy futures of Bitcoin, Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies. So what is a futures exactly? A futures is a derivative product that basically lets you speculate on the price of the product in the future. That's basically what it means. So for example, let's say if you want to buy Ethereum or Bitcoin 6 months from now and you are expecting the price to go up. Now let's say this is August. Let's say by December you are expecting the price of Bitcoin to touch $45,000. Now what if I say there is a way you can buy that Bitcoin at that time but at a much lower discounted price, let's say a $33,000 price. Now that is how futures work. So what will happen is you will find someone who is pessimistic on the price of Bitcoin. They are probably expecting Bitcoin price to go down from 30,000 or 29,000 to 25,000. So they will say that since they're expecting Bitcoin to go down to 25,000, if they can sell that asset at 33,000, they are basically making $8,000 in profit. Now you are basically betting against each other. Now if you are right and Bitcoin price goes up to 45,000, buying it at 33,000 is a bargain. So you are essentially getting a $12,000 discount. And on the downside, if you expect it to go to 45,000 but your opponent is right where Bitcoin price goes down to 25,000, then you are essentially buying it at a much higher price by $8,000. So at that time, whoever who is selling this futures to you is actually profiting. So futures is a contract with an expiry date. So whatever you are speculating, there has to be an end date. Now if you are speculating that the price of Bitcoin will go to wherever by December, so at December, let's say 15th of December, the contract expires, and by that time if you are holding that contract, you are liable to pay whatever the agreement on the contract is. So if the price of Bitcoin is up, you make a profit, and if the price of the Bitcoin is down, you make a loss. That's as simple how it works. So that's pretty much it about the Coinbase crypto futures. Now let's talk about Telegram bots. Now I don't know if you have noticed, like crypto Twitter is right now blowing up. Every day a new Telegram crypto trading bot is coming up and everyone just losing their shit. So what is it exactly? Now if you're living under a rock for the last month or so, let me give you a preview of what happened. So basically all this craziness started with Unibot. Unibot started at an exchange price of around $19-20 and right now it is sitting at $214. Now that's literally a 10x return in just a month or so. And the all-time performance of Unibot as of now is at 1,000%. So that's just crazy. Now I have got some stats here. It says that the cumulative trade volumes of these bots have crossed 200 million. July 23rd saw the highest trade volume at $10 million in a single day, and the total revenue has crossed $30 million. Now mind it that this report is a week or so old. That means the numbers are much higher by now. So why is it so popular? Like these trading bots, why is it so popular? I haven't used one myself, but what I have seen so far is that these trading bots are crazy efficient. They are very fast. They can execute a trade in a matter of seconds, where if you want to go through Uniswap or something else, it will take you a few seconds. You can track specific tokens. You can use these bots to basically find new high opportunity tokens and all of this stuff. On top of that, you can also some of these bots have revenue sharing programs and all the other stuffs giving back to the community. So as of now, is this a bubble? I don't think so. Yeah, sure, this is an overhyped market, but as they say, the proof is in the pudding. So one of the reasons that I think this industry is legit and will get more and more attention on the coming days is this their legit revenue. Like they have got revenue streams which is basically generated based on transaction fees. They're charging 1%, 2% transaction fees, which essentially means they are running the community. Several bots have already started token buybacks, and they are essentially burning these tokens to create a demand high and supply low. So all in all, I think this is a good scenario, and maybe even I will give one of these bot a go. So as of now, what I can see is that there is this tokens like Daybag or Tbag, Pal AI, Axe. These are all doing very well. Now obviously the hype will come down to a certain extent, but let's see what happens. Okay, so that gets us into the third topic of the video, which is El Salvadorian bonds. Now obviously bonds are not part of the crypto market, but it's important that we talk about it. So why are we talking about El Salvadorian bonds? It's because let's go back to 2021. In 2021, El Salvador became the first country to legalize Bitcoin as legal tender. That means that Bitcoin has the same merit or status in the country as fiat currency. Now obviously this is a bold move to say the least, and the majority of the world's, the bureaucrats, the politicians, the legacy media, all of them criticized President Nayib Bukele and El Salvador. But since then, everything that has happened is a net positive for the country. Like they have been able to restructure their economy. They have been able to pay off their huge $800 million debt in full. Everybody is expected, like most of legacy media predicted, let's say speculated, that El Salvador will default on their debts. Now obviously it's the third world country in Latin America with $800 million of debts. Defaulting on a national debt is nothing new for these types of countries, but El Salvador is a stark example of how to do it. Since they have adopted Bitcoin and a crypto first mentality in the country, El Salvador has achieved several impressive feats. The last one being, as I said, paying off our $800 million debt in full, which nobody really expected them to do. Now what happens when you pay your debts in full? Now everyone wants to give you more money and buy your debt. Now that's exactly what's happening. Now from JP Morgan to PGIM Group and all the other mega buyers are now buying El Salvador's debt. So as a result, since everyone is buying up El Salvadorian bonds, their bond is up 70% this year. That is highest in the world for this year, and that's an impressive feat for sure. Now if you know El Salvador, they want to do something crazy fast. The next thing in their list of crazy things is they're creating a Bitcoin backed bond. Now you can buy this bond, which will be literally backed. I don't know what's the ratio, but it will be backed by Bitcoin. And you can buy this bond, you can trade this bond on the traditional finance market and probably maybe on the crypto market as well, since it's backed by Bitcoin. And exchanges like Coinbase and Binance are onboarding these sorts of assets. Now talking about Binance, El Salvador recently granted Binance full exchange licenses to operate in the country. So there are more good news from that side as well. Now that's it for this video. I hope you really enjoyed it and got to learn something. I would really appreciate if you give a follow and a retweet if you're watching on Twitter, and if you're watching on YouTube, please consider subscribing. Have a good day. Bye bye.